Booker quickly sees a double team. No surprise there. Sets up Dillon Brooks, able to get across the paint. Swings it into the corner. Lines up Goodwin for the early three-ball. Here is Nembhard, a rookie undrafted. They were able to sign him to a 2-year deal as Max Christie. Get all the way into the third quarter. All of a sudden, they found themselves with a 3-point lead before eventually succumbing to Kawhi in LA. Yeah, Booker driving right of the lane. Gets the bucket and one. Nembhard working the two-man game with Bagley, a former Tempe resident, knocking down the triple. Christie locked up, tapper behind by Booker, with the loose ball in the hands of Bagley, who was able to Middleton touch past the flag, driving inside and an easy finger roll finish. Goody squares, fires, connects. Timeout Dallas. Was inactive last night. Swings it across to Christie. Shot clock winding down. And Christie able to just get it away despite the best efforts of Royce O'Neal. 8 of the shot clock. Nembhard driving, drops it off inside to Cisse, slashing across the lane. They go right back to the #1 overall pick. Flag tied up there by Brooks and Gillespie. Ripped away by Brooks. Suns force a turnover. Booker bobbling. No-look touch pass inside to the all-alone Royce O'Neal. The game brought to you by Valley Chevy Dealers. Poulakidas pulls with a tough contested 3-ball. 33% shooter. Another undrafted rookie, just turned 23 years of age. Brooks tries to answer, and he's getting back healthy, and it's been tough for the rookies to kind of break back into the rotation. As Poulakidas knocking down another triple. In 19 minutes last night, he was 1 of 5 from 3, but off to a hot start here tonight. Catch and shoot coming from O'Neal, who splashes home another one. That's a great sign for Royce. Already up to 8 here in 5 minutes.
Well, certainly the matchup is a lot different against Dallas, too.
No, considerably. As
not only their length, but you talked about their physicality, and it's just they beat you up.
Royce fires again. Same result. Back, and Dunn would have none of it. Out to O'Neal. 3-ball. Yes.
But Dunn did something.
Trying to get past Iguodala. Drives in the paint. Tough contested shot. Shooting 41% from the field. Flag on the turnaround.
Yeah, they had the mismatch and just posted it up the first time he's in.
Gillespie driving. Gets inside. Will take the easy pull-up.
Just slicing and dicing down there.
Flag quite early, but now back-to-back hoops. Iguodala driving in on Cisse.
And he's just improved so much with that left hand, too, and driving.
Gets a switch with O'Neal stepping out. Again, able to drive into the paint. Nembhard. Long rebound, tracked down by O'Neal. Catch and shoot from Goody. Yes. Timeout Dallas. How fun is it to watch guys through the course of the season kind of embody the spirit that you brought to the floor every night?
Yeah, I really appreciate Brian Gregory and blue guys that are going to do all the little things to help your team win.
And Jordan Ott has talked about Goodwin just being in the locker room and the presence.
And it wasn't until we traded for Charles that I started shooting threes.
And you shot them pretty darn well.
I shot a lot of them, not as much as they do now. I shot a lot of them.
And Ryan Dunn leaps for the rebound. Yeah, you look at, Flag and then Wemby. Yeah. Wemby's already.
Oh, Wemby's just a whole nother category.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, the biggest lead for the Suns so far has been 6. Booker navigating past Middleton and sneaks it over the left hand. Good on-ball defense again by Ryan Dunn. Here is Bagley, had 8 points early, gets a shot to double figures for Bagley. Now he's got 11. Got a 5-second differential between shot and game clock. Moving past Nembhard, sets up Brooks for the wide open 3.
Just such a nice.
Hey, you'd love to see the Suns get some separation in Dillon Brooks.
No, Jordan just really making a nice adjustment as far as, Green and Goodwin out and Brooks taking over along with Booker. But
it's like the big blinking light is on them. Here's Booker, fires a pass across to Brooks, who's had a hot hand, and it continues to be hot. Coming off of that 18-game absence.
Yeah, figuring that broken hand. And also, Jalen Green was in, and so just trying to readjust to.
Bagley able to tip it over the smaller Gillespie. Right back to Crispy as he reloads and connects on the corner three.
Yeah, you just cannot allow Vlad Steele with 6 points.
Yeah, Dunn's done a nice job in his matchups when he's been on the floor against Flag. Forces him into the tough bucket there. Had a fingertip on it, but couldn't control. Poulakidas drops it off to the trailing Flag. Poulakidas has already hit a couple threes tonight. Give him 3. 5:37. Christie on the drive. Tough floater off the glass over Malawach.
Yeah, Christie's had a good game.
Booker stops, fires. 3 ball on the money.
This is nothing.
A different game for sure as Booker gets past Poulakidas. Sets the bait out there. Rebound number 12 for Man-Man. Booker on the dribble hesitation. Takes it right to the rack. Gillespie gets a screen, squares, fires. Bucket.
Knocking down the net.
Here's the veteran. Powell won't get it. Coffey fighting for the loose ball rebound. Gillespie splits the 2 defenders. And Collin glides in. First of the loose ball wins. And Collin got the gold medal finish. But Poulakidas coming right back down. And Suns by 9. Poulakidas. Another 3-point knockdown.
Yeah, just career high.
Gillespie pocket pass to the rolling Iguodaro.
Now that was good spacing.
Bagley with the emphatic putback.
Almost 28 shots a game.
It was 9 of 25 last night. Poulakidas to the baseline. He is single-handedly keeping the Mavericks in this one. He's got 20 points. You were kind of hopeful that it was going to be one of those nights, Danny, where perhaps Dillon and Devin could take the fourth quarter off as Bagley and Colin Gillespie outfought everybody. Booker squares and fires, drops in a beautiful.
Not has put Dunn on Poulakidas, trying to slow him down.
Booker stepping out on Flag, the rookie with a spin, met at the top, and Cooper Flag turned back by his former Duke teammate. Malawach with a nasty rejection. It's like Malawach kind of stepped on somebody's foot, perhaps. Brooks driving, hits the brakes, hits the jumper. Timeout, Dallas. Dallas forcing another turnover. Powell on the drive. Booker takes the handoff, probing the paint outside to Gillespie. Run off the 3-point line, kicks it to Booker. Steps in, touch pass Brooks, gets the 3-point look, and the 3-point hit.
Great ball
with that.
Yeah, exactly.
It was an opportunity here, Annie, not only a get-right game for Phoenix, but a get-right game for guys like Dillon, still trying to find his rhythm coming off of that back-to-back 30-point scoring games. Johnson on the drive, just throws it up. Tapping it once, twice. Powell, Cisse both get a hand on it.
Yeah, too many chances again.
Brooks with Powell stepping out on him defensively. Dillon, bounce pass. Booker relocates to his left. Boom! Guys like Sweet D, Dennis Lamb, Tanner Warren, Kevin Flock, Gary Burt, Judd Major. Poulakidas looking for another 3, and he'll get another 3. What a night for John Poulakidas. Brooks driving, attacking Cisse with the finish. Booker's going to dribble this one out, and he's getting